Okay, let's unpack this. Today, we're diving into a really fascinating piece of tech. It's getting a lot of buzz.
Yeah.
The Flashforge Adventurer 5M 3D printer.
Yeah, definitely hearing a lot about this one.
Right. So our mission today is basically to cut through all that noise, find the key nuggets of info from our sources about this machine, especially how it's trying to pack these high-end features into a surprisingly accessible price point.
That price is eye-catching.
Exactly. The speed, the value, it promises a lot. But, like with any great deal, there are always going to be some, surprising details under the hood.
Always trade-off somewhere.
So let's kick things off with that wow factor. This Adventurer 5M, it uses what's called a CoreXY motion system.
Which is a big deal at this price.
It really is. Now, for those of you maybe newer to 3D printing, CoreXY basically means the print head moves in X and Y. The bed stays mostly still, unlike older bed slinger designs where the bed moves back and forth a lot.
Right, and that difference is key for speed.
Absolutely. It allows for incredibly high speeds, so quoting up to 600 millimeters for travel and potentially better precision, too.
And the price.
Yeah, the price. It's listed at $399, but we're seeing it sell often for like $258, maybe $289. Super aggressive.
Wow.
It really seems aimed at, everyone. Beginners, hobbyists, maybe even some prosumers. It's got features like fully automatic, one-click bed leveling.
That's huge. Takes away a major headache.
And a quick swap, direct drive extruder system. So the motor feeding the filament is right there on the print head.
Yeah.
Better control, especially for flexibles.
So yeah, that is a lot of tech for that kind of money.
Isn't it?
You really hit on a critical point there. What's fascinating, looking across, industry analyses and user reports, is the strategy from Flashforge.
They're an established player, right?
Exactly. Been around since 2011. I think they're considered the third largest consumer brand globally. But the market's shifted. You've got these disruptive newcomers like Bamboo Lab, just pushing speed and usability like crazy.
So this is their answer.
Precisely. The Adventurer 5M feels like Flashforge's direct response. It shows how even the big guys are having to, innovate fast and compete hard on value. The market wants faster, easier machines right out of the box now.
And that CoreXY at this price point is the proof, basically.
It's a clear signal, yeah. Aggressive competition.
Okay, that speed, that price, it sounds incredible. But, it almost feels a bit too good to be true sometimes. Where do the compromises start showing up? Is it really as beginner-friendly as it sounds on paper?
And that right there is the core issue. It's what our sources keep highlighting as the value versus reliability gamble.
Oh.
Yeah. Despite the impressive specs, despite the promise of easy setup, the actual user experiences are, let's just say inconsistent.
Okay. Like what?
We're seeing reports of things like nozzles clogging more than you'd expect, problems getting prints to stick to the bed properly, poor adhesion, and unfortunately, some users even getting units that are defective right out of the box.
Oof, that's not good.
No. And it raises a really important question. If the software side needs a fair bit of tweaking or troubleshooting, is it truly beginner-friendly?
Right.
Take the firmware. It's often described as, a work in progress. There are bugs mentioned, like unreliable Wi-Fi connectivity.
Which is annoying if you want to send prints wirelessly.
Definitely. And then there's the slicer software. That's the program that turns your 3D model into instructions for the printer. Flashforge provides their own, FlashPrint, but it's often called janky.
Janky. Not ideal.
Not ideal. Many users find they pretty much need to switch to the recommended alternative, Orca Flashforge, to get the best results. All this kind of suggests a product that maybe got pushed out the door quickly.
Hardware first, software catch up later.
Seems that way. Like the hardware development maybe outpaced the software refinement a bit.
Okay. So speaking of actually using it day to day, if you decide this high-speed budget printing world is for you, what are the practical things you need to know? Like materials. What can it actually handle? And the bed.
Good questions. Material-wise, it handles the common stuff like PLA and PTG pretty well with the standard 0.4 millimeter stainless steel nozzle it comes with.
Okay, the basics are covered.
Right. But if you want to print more advanced things, say flexible TPU or those abrasive filaments like carbon fiber-filled nylon, you'll need to buy optional hardened steel nozzles. They're not included.
Makes sense. Abrasives chew up standard nozzles.
Exactly. And for high-temp stuff like ABS or ASA, things that tend to warp and give off fumes, our sources pretty much all say you need an optional enclosure. The standard 5M is an open frame design.
Got it. So budget for extras depending on your needs.
Yeah.
What about the bed itself? Is it heated?
Yes. Thankfully, it has a heated bed, goes up to 110 degrees Celsius, and it comes with a removable, flexible, magnetic PEI sheet.
Oh, PEI is great. Good adhesion, easy removal.
Yeah, really convenient. Pop it off, flex it, print comes right off. And good news for compatibility too, works fine with macOS 10.9 and up, Windows, Linux.
Okay, so covers the bases there.
It does, but all of this, the need for nozzle swaps, maybe an enclosure, tweaking the slicer, it really points back to what you might call the tinkerer's advantage.
Meaning it's better for people who like to fiddle.
I think so, yeah. This printer seems best suited for someone who is willing, maybe even enjoys, investing a bit of time, optimizing settings, figuring out little quirks, maybe doing firmware updates when they drop.
So not quite a hands-off appliance like some pricier machines aim to be.
Exactly. It's not necessarily that seamless, just press print experience all the time. But if you like understanding how things work, if you enjoy tweaking and dialing things in to get the best performance, it offers a really powerful, incredibly fast platform to play with. The potential is definitely there.
If you're willing to unlock it.
That's a good way to put it.
Okay, so wrapping things up. What does this all mean for you, the listener? Well, the Flashforge Adventurer 5M scores exceptionally high on Bank Your Buck. We're talking 9.5 out of 10. That's huge.
Incredible value on paper?
But its overall score, when you factor in those software quirks, the potential reliability issues, it lands at a solid, but not perfect, 78 out of 100.
Reflecting that gap between the hardware potential and the current overall experience.
Right. It's a great hardware potential that's just held back a bit by those inconsistencies, especially on the software and maybe quality control side.
So given that really competitive price and the genuinely powerful CoreXY hardware, it leaves us and you with a key question, I think. Is that trade-off worth it? Are you willing to potentially navigate some firmware oddities, maybe deal with customer service, maybe do some tweaking in exchange for that sheer speed and value?
Yeah.
Especially if you are that tinkerer type who enjoys optimizing. It really comes down to what kind of 3D printer user are you?